If you were a typical teenage boy living in America back in 1992 to 1994, Street Fighter II was your shrine. It's better than TV. Every afternoon, well, almost every afternoon back in 9th and 10th grade, I would go to Godfather's Pizza and spend countless quarters on competing with other neighborhood kids and who's going to be the best fighter in a whole neighborhood. I love that. To feel good about beating somebody up on screen without having physically hurt the person, that is a feel-good game. So I played with a lot of these friends of mine at Godfather's Pizza, and I almost beat them with the same character, Chen Li, because she's Chinese. That's it. No other reason. I would cheat them out by just pushing the same button over and over again, and she has a very quick kick that very few people can block. And these kids that play, they're usually about in the 8th grade and 9th grade, a little younger than I am. They usually lose. 8 out of 10, I would win. And then I saw this tournament at GamePro magazine back in early '94, and I wanted to enter this competition they were having in San Diego. I was like, okay, I can do this. I got $5. I can take on San Diego. And so I did. I signed up at a little competition over at UTC when there used to be an arcade back then. I signed up, put my quarter in, played with mostly older kids who were in high school or in college at the time. I lost the very first round. Very first entry, first loser. Big one on top of my head. Wrong head, but. So I walked out of there thinking, how could it be so bad? I thought I was the best, but it turned out I am not that good. I am not that good of a gamer compared to most of San Diego. Fellow Toastmasters, this happens to all of us at some point in our lives. When we think that we are very good at doing something or know about something, but we tend to overestimate ourselves. Now, this is what psychologists call the Dunning-Kruger effect. This was named after two psychologists from Cornell University back in 1999 by the name of David Dunning and Justin Kruger. Both of them have conducted a study of college students where they were given a group of students a test. They test them for how humorous they think they are and test their logical thinking. To summarize it up, at the end of the experiment, the group that did very poorly with the tests tend to think themselves, they kicked butt in that test. They think they're funny, they think they're very intelligent. And the group who did very well on the raw score, they tend to criticize themselves a little bit. They think, this is what I think I need to improve on my results based on this score here. This is what I think I really need to work on in the future. And so they summarize the fact that humans have a tendency to claim they are very good and competent at what they do or how much they know, the less they know. In other words, the less you're good at doing something or the less you know about something, the more you're likely to think that there's all there is to know. Unfortunately, that's something that we all could work on, even myself, even now today. Even though I'm aware of this concept of the Dunning-Kruger effect, I find myself falling into this trap even in my professional life and in my social life as well. Some people think that, oh, Nick, you are so good at salsa dancing, do you think you can teach me? I was like, I'm not that good actually. I've been doing it for 12 years, but it doesn't mean that I can teach you to become Dancing with the Stars next month. But I know there's some good teachers who taught me how to dance before, and I can definitely refer you to that. So, this is why the Dunning-Kruger effect is so excruciating entertaining. Because people, if you've ever seen YouTube videos of people who do twirling weapons or doing martial art moves or dance half naked in the backyard, they don't realize that they're not that good. Unfortunately, it's different than understanding that you are not that good at doing something and you present it to the world, then you think you are good at doing something and you present it to the world, but you're not. And this is why the shows like The Office, The Extra, American Idol, Britain's Got Talent, or America's Got Talent are so entertaining. So you may be the best singer at your local karaoke bar, but to take up the entire country, not very likely. The next time you think that you aren't competent at doing something, work with people who actually have been doing it for all their lives, whether you are a singer, gymnastics, martial arts, or even in academic skills like biology or in engineering. Learn from these people who have spent hours of trial and error and toil before you even consider yourself anywhere near an expert. This is something that can make you most likely to be seen as less competent and more confident. Mr. Toastmasters.